David, what's going on, man? Stuart in the YouTube, what's going on, bro? Good to see you up in here. Sorry, I was a bit late setting up the stream, but we made it on time. Lance Adams, what's going on, bro? We have started officially right now. We're about a minute, 20 seconds in. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Audio's all right, visual's all right. Crazy game earlier today, the Newcastle-Chelsea one. I don't know how Newcastle managed to throw that away, but honestly, in terms of a United fan, happy to see them share points. I wasn't sure if I'd rather Newcastle have actually won, but in the grand scheme of things, probably the draw was honestly the right result. I just can't believe how they threw that lead away after being gifted 2 goals early. Especially the first one. There was 2 moments at the beginning of the game where Gusto just gets absolutely cooked by Voltemata. And then he just tries to fake an injury. Like on the first goal. Bro, you were not injured. That is like something you do when you're 8 years old. You give up a goal and then like you fake an injury, so you're just like, oh, it wasn't my fault. It was because I was injured. Where did the audio go for my headphones? Curtis Jones at left back. No, just Kerkez Strang and Jones covering. I haven't even seen the lineup yet. I literally woke up at 4:30 to watch the Chelsea Newcastle game. Went back to sleep. Missed the games that were just on previously for this. And then literally woke up, made a coffee, and then went live. Bro, what is going on here? Okay, there. Now we have the audio. But in terms of score predictions for this game, what are the vibes? Why do I kind of feel like Spurs are going to win 2-0? Coming off the back of the 3-0 lashing. For some reason, I think they're going to bounce back and actually get a result against Liverpool. But hopefully this will be a good game. I just want to see good games this Christmas, you know? Those boots Jed Spence are wearing are crazy. 1 yellow, 1 red. What brand are even those? I don't know how I feel about that. Costa, what's going on, man? Spurs are bad at home. I want Spurs to win. Do we actually have a score prediction, though? Stuart's saying I would predict 2-0 Liverpool. Reverse of what I said. Is Wirtz going to continue his no-goal record in this game? Does he also have... He has no assists as well, right, in the Prem? That's actually crazy, because when I watch him, I actually think he's really good. But again, I haven't seen the lineups for either teams. I'm literally still trying to figure out who's playing. Is he even playing right now? Oh, no, there he is right there. Spurs 2-1. Spurs are terrible at home this season. What is their record at home? Wirtz will continue to improve. Turboy, what's going on, man? Good to see you up in here, dude. Kudos coming down the right-hand side. Burns by Kirkes. Cross comes into the box. It's dangerous. Oh my goodness. Great chance for Koulibaly early. Shot is blocked. I'm not sure if that actually went out for a corner or a goal kick. Or sorry, not a corner or a throw-in. It's definitely Spurs ball. Not the best clearance by Connor Bradley. But he makes up for it with the block. Heads it straight into the ground instead of up and away. And it did go out for a throw. Bergvall going to try and get a long throw here, I think. Counter debate, my man. What's going on, bro? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Vote on the poll also if you haven't already. Spurs, Liverpool, or a draw. Long throw in. Headed away. Xavi Simons. What the hell was that? Does win it back, though. Goes out off Bergvall for a Liverpool throw. What was that touch? Yeah, I think Wirtz will continue to improve as well, Stuart. I also think you see Xavi Simons really improving as the season goes on as well. Jesco, what's up, man? He says, what's up, brother? What's the expectations for Canada next year World Cup-wise? Let's just assume we're going to get Italy in the group. I think it's definitely possible they could make it out of the group. But highly unlikely. Honestly, my expectations are just to see them get a win. Last World Cup, we wanted to see a goal, which we got. Now we want to see a win. For some reason, though, I feel like we're going to lose to Qatar and then somehow get a draw against Italy and maybe a draw against Switzerland and maybe not go through. Finlay, what's going on, bro? He says, please, for once, I want Tottenham. I mean, in terms of the first 7 minutes, I'd say Tottenham's been the better side. At least for 7 minutes. Can they keep it up, though? No Salah to save the pool today. I want Kudos to score. Do Liverpool have any other players that go to AFCON? I was trying to think about that before the game. I can only think of Mo. Claire, hi from Perth, Australia. What's going on? Shout out Australia. Just Salah. I'd like to see a draw from this game as well, honestly. I'm still kind of feeling a 2-0 Spurs. Where is Kudos from again? I don't even remember. Shouldn't he be at AFCON? Isn't he from Ghana? Did Ghana even make AFCON? Why do I feel like somebody told me before that Ghana didn't even make AFCON? I don't pay attention to AFCON. I'm going to be real. Watch Arsenal blow it today against Everton and give up a first position to the rest of the season. Bro, I know. I said it from the start of December, and City absolutely smashing it again today. City will be top first by January, 100%. I also will be live for that Arsenal-Everton game as well. I predict... Honestly, I do still see Arsenal winning that game. It's going to be a gross 1-0. 1-0 off a corner. Classic Arsenal win. Ghana didn't qualify? Okay, yeah, I thought somebody told me that before. Because I was talking about Baleba and... I think somebody told me that. Got blocked on a Liverpool fans live stream for rage bait. My bad, they're struggling. I mean, you gotta partake in a little bit of rage bait. You know what I mean? They've done it to us for so many years now. Now it's our turn. Even though we're still not great, still, you got to take your chances to rage bait while you have them. My favorite TikTok rage bait is that United fan that dances to the Taylor Swift song about like going consecutive days without Liverpool being above United on the table doing TikTok dances. Greatest. That guy's killing the rage bait game right now. City are top now, yeah, but Arsenal still yet to play. That's gonna be a low scoring game, that Arsenal Everton one. I honestly, it just screams 1-0 Arsenal off a corner. Give City the title, it's over, bro. United's making a comeback. I'm telling you, we're winning the rest of our games. Even though I'm not gonna lie, Villa tomorrow terrifies me. Oof. I also had a $10 free bet that I put on the under 2.5 on this game. And every time I have a free bet, it never wins. Ryerson, what's going on, man? This game needs to end in a draw, and the same as the Crystal Palace game. Then we need to beat Aston Villa. I honestly would rather. I think I'd rather Spurs win. Because for some reason, I feel like Liverpool's going to like sort it out at some point in the season. Hopefully, I'm wrong. But in terms of like teams actually going to challenge us for Champions League football, I'm more afraid of Liverpool or Tottenham over Tottenham. Everton and Arsenal will be a 2-1 Arsenal, says David. I feel like that'll be like. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game, but I do think it'll be a good game. Because, like, respect to Everton. Honestly, they're doing so much better than I predicted them to do at the start of the season. And, respect to David Moyes. Legendary manager. Should United have given him more time? Oh my goodness, Virgil van Dijk gets on the end of the free kick. Straight down the middle of the goal. Easy for Vicario to handle. And then Soboslai giving away another free kick here to Spurs. Sorry, Spurs gave it to Liverpool. My brain is messed up right now. I literally just woke up before this game started. I woke up at 4:30 to watch that Chelsea Newcastle game, which was a crazy game. And then went back to sleep, and then here we are now. West Ham should have given him more time. Yeah, honestly, and he got him the Conference League as well. Like, this was kind of disrespectful. Here comes Kudus again. Spurs trying to get numbers forward. Switching it over to left. Here's Bentancur. Does anybody know what brand of boots those are that Jed Spence is wearing? Like the one yellow, one pink? Or is that a green? I don't even know. And Mari, what's going on, man? Hi, everyone. How are we all doing? I'm doing good. Good to hear you're doing good, man. I'm doing really pretty good myself, I can't lie. Starting the weekend off with some brilliant games. And then we got Villa United tomorrow, and we're going to get a dub tomorrow. I'm going to predict. The United Villa game is always crazy, and I know our record against them is actually not great for recent years. We've beaten them like once in the last, I don't know how many games, honestly. but it's been a lot. The record's not great. But that being said, I'm still predicting United to win. And Bruno Fernandes actually usually has a great game against Villa. So I'm gonna say a dramatic 2-1. David's got the same one. Dramatic 2-1. Bruno definitely getting on the score sheet. But just like with a penalty though. And I think we're gonna see a goal from Cunha as well. I think we're really gonna start to see Cunha flying. I just hope he doesn't pick up another injury like that because he needs. The more consistently he'll play, I feel like the better he'll get. Obviously. One thing I've realized about Spurs this season is that they hardly win big games. I mean, they're one of the only teams to give Wolves points, so I feel like that speaks volumes, you know? Is it just me that thinks Liverpool could get back in the title? They're starting to put a run of games together. If they win today, you never know. I just feel like City are too strong, honestly, to take it from them. Obviously, Arsenal are going to be challenging as well, but I think honestly at this point, I really just don't see how City don't win it. Even if Arsenal go on to win today, like the second that City goes above them on the league, I know they're above them right now, but just in terms of like equal games played and all that, they're going to crumble Arsenal. Liverpool, I feel like they will turn it around, not to the point where they can win the league, but push for Champions League, definitely. 3-1 Villa? Bro, that's disrespectful, man. Come on. Look at this. Bentancur's run through the middle. Back to the wide the Kudos. He's going to take on Van Disney. Put him on skates. He's washed. Cross comes in. Koulibaly up for it. Headed away. Bentancur top of the box going for a volley. Kind of shanks it. Jed Spence going to save this for a throw. Matt, what's going on, bro? He says F these teams. That's why we want to see a draw. A draw will be a successful Hay Watch. Honestly, as long as I would prefer Liverpool to lose, honestly. Sorry, Liverpool fans. Like, obviously, the rivalry's there between United anyway, but just honestly, it's more. I'm more. If Spurs were a bigger threat, it's more of a compliment. Because if Spurs were a bigger threat in terms of challenging for the Champions League to United, then I would want Liverpool to win. But that's just obviously not the case. Spurs is nowhere near the level of Liverpool, even with them struggling. Armando Brojas scored? Bro, that guy still exists? When was the last time that guy scored a goal? Oh shit, Semenyo scored in that game as well. What are the thoughts on Semenyo coming to United? Because it's one of those ones where like he's a good player. He's a great player, and if United was to sign him, like he would obviously benefit the team. He would help, but it's like it's one of those things where I feel like we need just different profiles of players. You know what I mean? And like, where is he exactly gonna play? Good Evening is on fire, winning every game. And when was the last time Villa lost the game? Oh my goodness, look at this run from Jed Spence. That's actually great defending by Connor Bradley. He's brought down, given the free kick. Honestly, that looked kind of light, to be honest. Is this a free kick? I think he's just falling over on his own. Like, I don't think Spence really pulls him down there. I don't know about that one. Semenyo does not defend particularly well. Yeah, it's just. I'm not sure what's that. I just. I think it's going to be a very dramatic January at United, 100%. This will be perfect if I live before I lose today, which I want them to win. But if we do get rid of this bum and get Alonso, yeah, that's honestly what I see happening in the future. It seems like it's written in the stars eventually for Slot to leave and then Alonso to come in. I will love it, but then we need to play 4-3-3 formation, but I don't think Amorim will do it. But even if we do play a 4-3-3 formation, like, where does he get in? Like, who gets dropped? Like, why I don't feel like we need him in, like, and that's not even to say he's a bad player or whatever, and not that I wouldn't take him if we didn't already have other players in that position, but it's just kind of like, why, you know? November 1st, Villa's last loss to Liverpool 2-0. That's actually crazy. Dominic Szoboszlai is turning out to be a total superstar, dude. He's actually crazy. I honestly, he probably won't leave Liverpool for a long time, but he's honestly one of my favorite players to watch, and it pains me that he just so happens to play for Liverpool because he is good. As a fan of football, you can't not like Szoboszlai. They beat you guys tomorrow. They would have won 10 games in a row. Good Evening is working his magic once again. What a manager. So on the rate. Do you think? Ooh, what a ball through the middle. Tried to find Gravenberg. Van de Ven gets there first, puts it out for a throw in. I feel like I don't want to be disrespectful and say Good Evening's too good of a manager for Villa, but I just feel like he should go on to manage a bigger club. Spurs playing a 4-2-2. What a complete player, man. Yeah, dude. Like, I just love my favorite type of player is like the versatile players. Like guys like Szoboszlai. Like you can literally count on to play any position on the field. Liverpool corner here. McAllister to take. Are they going to find Fan Disney? Oh my goodness, interesting corner. Verts tried to flick it on. It's going to be saved by Connor Bradley. He's dispossessed by Porro. Here's Bergvall. Take it on Szoboszlai. Couldn't pick a pass out there. The diagonal was on, but couldn't get it off. Romero's going to try and hit one over the top, trying to find Koulibaly. Nowhere near him. Going to roll out for a goal kick. Ben Didi, what's going on, bro? Just joined. How's it been going? It's been pretty good so far. We're 23 minutes in. It's been a pretty even game so far, honestly. I'd take Emery at Liverpool. Thovlin, what's going on, bro? Yeah, that would be good. I mean, Emery anywhere is going to succeed. Any highlights? There was I'd probably say the best chance so far. Kudos crossed the ball in. Bradley tried to head it away clear, but instead of heading it up, he headed it down into the ground. It fell to Koulibaly. He shot, and then Bradley did well to recover, blocked it. But other than that, not really much. Van Dijk had a header from a free kick. It's pretty straightforward save for Vicario, but David said he could play left winger and Cunha striker and Brian right winger. But then what about like Sheshko? And then you got guys like Mount and like all of that. Like, I just feel like it's more important to get a natural left wing back. And I also hear a lot of talk, not really about like from the media about like the club itself wanting to sign Minte, but I've heard a lot of fans talking about how they want to sign Minte. And like I don't want to toot my own horn, but I swear I was the first one to call Minte a beast. Like I said, the beginning of last season when United lost to Brighton, that was the first time I saw Minte play, and I made a video literally saying that this guy's outrageous. And I would take Minte, even as a left wing back. Liverpool used the width on the pitch. Spurs will be finished today. Crosses, mark my words. I don't know. I know Spurs are bad at home, but they're still a pretty solid team defensively. Even though I know they held 3 in their last game, but that's definitely the best thing Thomas Frank's done with this team is made them a little bit more secure defensively. Because last season, man, they were just leaking goals. Brighton will want 100 mil for Minte? Nah, 100 mil? Ooh, Spence threw Soboslai's leg. That was disgusting. Dude, Spence has improved so much. Kudos trying to shot from way out. Blocked by Konate. Falls to Spence. Closed down by 2 Liverpool players. Thinking about taking on Bradley here. Gonna go back. Gray. Inside the Xavi. Lofted ball out wide to Poro. Tried to cross. Blocked by Kirkes. Launches it straight up into the air. Into the box. Koulibaly. Ooh, couldn't generate the power on the header. Allison behind it. In his hands. Liverpool's offense, ball movement, and passing through the midfield is gorgeous. Honestly, 27 minutes in, 0-0. This game has been great, even with no goals. Spence trying to cross. Konate heads it away. Ekatike gets fouled. Oof. That's what Brighton are like. Yeah, dude. They just want 100 mil for everyone on their team, don't they? Braxton, what's going on, bro? Pokes Liverpool with a stick. Come on, do something. I actually think they've been all right. Need to try and get Ekatike more involved, though. I don't even really think he's touched the ball at all. Daniel, what's going on? Diego up in the TikTok, what's going on, bro? Halfway through the first and no chances for Liverpool, is that right? I guess Van Dijk on goal. Yeah, that Van Dijk one was. Unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the only one. Oh, wow. That was a gross tackle from Was that Xavi right through the back of Van Dijk? That's not a nice one. And he's going to pick up a yellow too. Ooh, yeah, right on the Achilles too? No thanks. Oh, that's gross. Those ones hurt. So unnecessary too. Dejan with the follow on TikTok, man. Appreciate you, bro. And Shaq shared the live. What's going on, boys? Checking for possible red card. Okay, it was bad, but a red is it might be a bit much. This could straight up ruin the game here. Don't ruin good games like this, man. That's crazy. Does anyone actually believe that's a red card there for that? It's bad, yeah, but yellow, I think, is fair enough. And I really don't think there's any intent behind that either. Don't ruin a good game by giving a red in the first half, man. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna go have a look at it. This game's about to get ruined. Spurs were playing so good as well. Probably gonna give a red, man. When does the ref go over to the monitor and oof, not actually end up giving a red or a penalty or whatever it is? AH, what's going on, man? It's honestly it's been a very good game, but it's about to get ruined. Xavi Simons just stepped on the back of Van Dijk, stud straight on the Achilles, and they're about to give him a red for it, I think. Which I think is harsh. Yellow max. Here we go. What is he giving? He's giving a red. He's giving a red. Yeah. Oh, man, that is such a crazy decision. Are you kidding me? Dude, if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be livid. I was just as a fan of the game itself. Like, that's a terrible decision. It's way too easy to get a red card, man, nowadays. I honestly don't think VAR should be able to give red cards. Let me see the replay. Hold up. Yeah, bro, watch that back. Is that a red or no? Because for me, it's not a red. Practice said that's intentional. For me, looks how long he makes the stride completely unnatural. I mean, yeah, it was honestly just stupid. Even if it wasn't a red, I just thought even to take a yellow, like it was completely unnecessary. But I don't know. You want to see 11v11. Watch Spurs somehow get a result. I mean, from this point, a draw would be a huge result for them. And I mean, honestly, in terms of that free bet I took, I had under 2.5 goals. I guess that favors it. Daniel sharing the live. Appreciate you, man. Counter debate says, okay, look at that in slow mo. It's a red all day, every day. It's tough. I think that should be a yellow. It was a natural positioning. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be a controversial one. Oh, kudos. Oof. Trying to take on 3 Liverpool players. Somehow still has the ball, kudos. And gives it away. Is it really a Prem game without a controversial ref decision? Honestly. I mean, like, honestly, I feel like you guys are kind of talking to me to, like, make me think it's a red now. Because, like, now that I think about it, really, like, a tackle like that can honestly cause serious injury. So I guess, I guess it would be considered reckless. Oh, wow. Verts. Ooh, okay. He didn't score. He didn't score. We're safe. I've seen way worse call the yellow card. Who are you a fan of? I'm a United fan. Difficult times right now. I honestly, for the game tomorrow, if United get a draw, I take that result all day. Oh my goodness, Verts. Oh my goodness, he's still going. Almost found that TK. I take a deflection goal for a corner. Verts LFC, what's going on, man? This Man City region is giving me serious diarrhea. Man City region? Wait, who are you talking about? Jay, what's going on, bro? Can United do it tomorrow? Um, see, this is the thing about United. I believe United can beat anybody. Will they? That's another question. Oh, Kulumwani. Oh my goodness, Allison's dropped it. Kudos, can he get there first? Allison does well to take it away from him. City actually look good again. Yeah, I've predicted City to be first by January, and then as soon as City actually go above Arsenal, I know they're above them right now, but in terms of like equal matches played, Arsenal are just going to crumble. Hope so. They better turn up. I'm just excited to see what lineup they put out. I mean, excited for the game too, obviously, but mainly what type of lineup we're going to put out with all these guys going to AFCON. And there's been drama going on with Kobe Manu all season, but especially recently this week, it's been heating up a lot. If Kobe doesn't start in this game, he's done at United. He's probably done at United either way, but if he can't get in the team with all these players out at AFCON, then he'll never get in the team. Kobe going to start? I mean, I still honestly don't think he's going to start. I think he's going to play Ugarte and Bruno, center midfield partnership, because I know in the game yesterday, or not yesterday, but the last game we played, there was the partnership of Kobe and Bruno. But that was from a point where we were chasing the game. I don't think he's going to start with Kobe and Bruno. And there's no Casemiro, obviously, so most likely going to be Ugarte. Bro, I got both teams to score. How cooked is my bet? Honestly, if there was no red card, that shit was 100% hitting. Now, could be cooked. I got under 2.5 goals, so kind of favors me. Probably we push Bruno up in the 10 and Kobe next to Ugarte at center mid. I'd like to see that too, but I don't think it's gonna work. Like Villa's gonna run through us, man. Honestly, whoever we put as a midfield partnership, Villa's gonna run through our midfield. We played a lot of games last season with a midfield partnership with Kobe and Ugarte, and it just didn't work. So I don't see it working now. That red card cooked my shit. Did you think that was a red card though? Because initially when I saw it, and I think like mainly just because I want to see games be 11v11, I didn't think that should be a red. Now the more I think about it, like tackles like that can definitely cause serious injuries. Like studs straight to your Achilles, that shit hurts. So I guess it is serious foul play. And if we're gonna be consistent with like the other types of red cards we've seen for stuff similar to that throughout the season, like Caicedo or whatever, I guess this probably is a red. Mount should play as a 10. I love Mason Mount, man. Honestly, if he's fit, he should be starting every time. Oh my goodness, what a ball. Jed Spence couldn't get on it. I swear it just went right through his legs. Was that Kudos who played that pass? It was a beautiful ball. This cross from Poro is actually great too. I can't believe Spence doesn't connect with that. Next game will be interesting after the 4 goals against last game. Will Ruben go defensive? I mean, what do you call defensive? Like in terms of like a formation change, or like in terms of just like personnel in the lineup? Because for the most part, I feel like the lineup's just going to pick itself. Because Delict and Maguire are still injured. So, and Martinez, I feel like he's still not ready to start yet. It's probably going to be Shaw, Heaven, Euro again, which even from the beginning of the Bournemouth game worried me, and rightly so, because we conceded 4. Imagine what Villa's going to do if that's what our back three is going to be. And it's not even to say that those 3 are bad players, except for Shaw. I fucking hate Shaw. He is a bad player. Go on, Bergville. Has Koulibaly. Oh, he tried to get it to him with the first time pass. Great block by Connor Bradley. He's actually having a great game right now. Liverpool should score for sure. Honestly, dude, your bet might still be alive. Spurs are still getting decent opportunities. And honestly, I feel like the longer the game is going to go on, that's where Liverpool are going to actually try and push more players forward and actually go and try and get that goal and leave themselves open to potentially concede on the counterattack. So that's even what they're doing right now. Kirkes has been out to lunch. Manu has to start. You think we're going to see Sheshko start? I want to see him come back as well. Because I think he definitely is a big difference maker in terms of his hold-up play. Or even just his all-around play, honestly. And Bumo went to AFCON. Bro, if I do AFCON the streams, they're going to be Cameroon hate watches. Which I feel like is kind of fucked up because, you know, you want to support, you know, your players and want them to be successful. But, like, you know, I'm selfish, man. I want you to play. I want to see him playing for United. I don't want to see Cameroon. Like, maybe if it was in the... Oh, my goodness. Spence goes down. He wants a penalty. VAR going to have a look at that, surely. I'm honestly not too sure. Spence and Kudos have been brilliant for Spurs so far. Always want to see Xerxes at cam. I'm sure he'll get some time at cam with these next couple games. I'm just like, hypothetically, let's say one of Dorgu or Dallo was injured. Who would we play as the wingbacks? Because we don't have anyone else. Like, you could play Shaw, I guess, as a left wing back. What's up? Liverpool Spurs. 0-0. Red card for Spurs. Did you see the Chelsea game? You want me to tell you? 2-2. Newcastle went up 2-0 in like the first 10 minutes? Gusto was playing like crap. He was doing that thing where the first goal Newcastle scored, Voltamata runs across him. And like, I'm pretty sure he didn't even make any type of connection with him. Scores, and then Gusto just stays on the ground and like pretends to be injured because he just got embarrassed.
I hate when they pretend to be injured.
And then Reece James scored a free kick, and I forgot who scored the second goal. It wasn't Palmer. I think it was João Pedro.
Was Palmer playing?
He was playing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was Pedro. What do you think of Manu's brother pictured wearing a free Kobe Manu t-shirt at the last game? Just stupid. I'm tired of that stupid shit. Honestly, how I feel about Manu, like, I don't want him to leave. But, like, I'm not going to be, like, super heartbroken if he left. Like, I don't think, like, he is a good player, but I don't think he's, like, so good of a player that it's, like, you know, people are saying, like, oh, if you can't fit Manu into your system, then it's a bad system, and, like, we should just get rid of the manager just so we can fit Kobe Manu. Like, nah, I don't agree with that. He's not good enough to start over Manu. He's too good to be benched. I just think we should just sell him, honestly. It's just what makes the most sense. But yeah, just that off the shit of his brother wearing that shirt, like, it's just stupid. Like just get a brain. Manu at City, that's not gonna happen. Every United player that leaves is arguably 3 times better. I don't believe in that, bro. I think that's just a narrative the media likes to say, which is, like, honestly not that true. It's been maybe the case with a couple players, and even McTominay did an interview recently himself and was asked that question about United players doing better after they leave United, and even he said that was bullshit. And, like, even because you remember when Mourinho was talking about the football heritage shit, and he was talking about look at all these United players. I know this is a little bit further back, looking about, you know, how they play, if they play, all that shit. Just because 3 United players that have left United did somewhat good, and he said McTominay, Højlund, Anthony. Yeah, I know Højlund and McTominay are killing it. I haven't really been paying too much to Anthony this season. I know he was balling out last season. Has he continued it this season? I honestly don't know. Iconic quote. But, like, you know what I mean? There's definitely been more United players that have left United and been equally as bad, or if not worse, than ones who actually left and were good. How do you get the red? He just, most unnecessary shit I've ever seen. Van Dijk had the ball, had his was facing his own goal, was looking to pass it back to Allison. Xavi was trying to put pressure behind him, and then he just goes and steps on the back of his Achilles. Studs right into the Achilles. The media always wants United to look bad. I mean, they're always going to talk shit about United. United could literally be challenging like for the title right now, and as long as they're not at the very top, they will always be criticized. Even based off of how bad we were last season, the expectations for United are honestly just insane. And like, I understand it. It's the biggest club in England, one of the biggest clubs in the world. Like, you should have the expectations to be challenging for titles every season, but just, you know, we fucked up. We fucked up like over the last 10 plus years, but specifically the last like 3 or 4, really the whole Ten Hag era. The Ten Hag era sent us back like, I swear, like 5 years. No Salah, no win. Bus says Salah's overrated. I think Salah. I don't think Salah's was the problem. I actually think he was right in what he said about being thrown under the bus. He is being kind of scapegoated a little bit. I've always liked Salah. But he hasn't done shit this season. But has anybody other than like Ekatike really done anything for Liverpool this season? John, what's going on, bro? He says, hey, bro, I hope you're doing well. Took Liverpool plus 105, which is looking good. How are you feeling about the United's chances versus Villa? I just don't see how we win. Which is probably means we're going to end up winning because there's been many games like that, like the Palace game, for example. I didn't think we were going to win at all. And somehow we managed to get 3 points from that. It's definitely possible, but I'm still going to predict a 2-1 United win. Danny says, have you tried Arc Raiders? My friends have been trying to get me to play. I have not actually played it yet, but I've been wanting to. And I actually, if I was, actually, I may stream it too, actually. I haven't done a gaming stream in so long. We need to bring those back. I know I've been saying I was going to do my United career mode, but I'm going to aim to try and do it Monday, but I can't. I honestly, it's to the point now where I've said I'm going to do it. How many Mondays are going to go by that I say I'm going to do it and then don't actually end up doing it? It's kind of just going to be like an out of the blue thing, I feel like. But once I started, I want to be consistent with it. And usually what I do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll do my career mode. Stuart up in here with the super chat, you absolute beauty. Love hearts, W's in the chat for the man Stuart showing his love. He says, agree with you 100% about Salah. He's not the issue. What's truly criminal on Slot's part is the misuse and underuse of Chiesa, for example. Honestly, I don't understand. I think Chiesa is such a great player, and if he didn't have that knee injury for Italy, he would have been a crazy player. He still is a good player, but he was on some different shit before that injury. Dude, stream horror VR games. I don't have a VR, but that would be cool. Do I play Ultimate Team? I haven't played it I played it like I played the first week of Ultimate Team of Foot Champs this year, and then I literally haven't played it since. I've been kind of getting the itch to play it again, though. So potentially we could see some Ultimate Team streams, but I'm not sure. I really fuck with the career mode. Sanchez has more goals and assists than Wirtz. You're comparing the greatest to Saka? Wait, what? Oh, we're saying that Salah has more GA than Saka? Winter wildcard is fun right now, so it'd be a good time to jump back if you do. Yeah, my team is gonna be dog shit because like it's literally with like I imagine it's at the point now where nobody has gold players in their team, and all I have is gold players. You should do a season on all FIFAs starting with the first one. What do you mean, like all FIFA? Like you're talking about like all FIFAs that have been released? Oh, Adam Ramsey, what's going on, bro, dude? Once they change I don't know why they changed the YouTube shit to like just showing everybody's usernames because I get confused who certain people are. I didn't even realize that was you, bro. I'm gonna be the biggest Everton fan later. I think that's gonna be actually a really good game. I think it's gonna be like a low scoring game, but a good game nonetheless. We need to see Everton just defend for their lives. Can't wait for Expression's meltdown once the Liverpool goal comes in the second half. Did you hear FIFA is coming back? Netflix bought the rights to FIFA? Like the video game FIFA? Speaking of Netflix, thoughts on that Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight last night? Honestly, the fact that you could bet on that, I feel like is illegal. I did bet on it. I bet over 2.5 rounds, and that just like felt like the freest money in the entire world. Because I knew how that fight was gonna go. I didn't even have to watch it to know how that fight literally was gonna go. I was like, there's no way that Jake's gonna win for obvious reasons, but like I do think it was a rigged fight. Like realistically, if AJ wanted to, he gets him out of there in the first round. But I was like, there's no way they're gonna set up this whole shit and like this big event and do all this stuff just for it to be a quick one rounder and like just super obvious of what was gonna happen. He's gonna let Jake hang around for a bit and then just end up winning in the late rounds, and that's exactly what happened. Jake was literally trying to blow AJ. It's sad that he broke his jaw to a degree, but someone had to shut him up. I mean, I don't think it's that sad. I'm pretty sure like he knew what was coming. You're getting in the ring with one of the best boxers in the world that weighs like way more than you. Like what realistically do you think is going to happen? He basically just said, "Here, I'll let you break my jaw. You can break my jaw and then we'll both get millions of dollars in return. I'm breaking my jaw for millions of dollars." Bro, contact sports betting goes back to the mob decades ago. They made their money on boxing. Yeah, dude, I swear, boxing is the most rigged shit of all time. Even any of the fightings. Like, I mean, there's all this shit about the UFC and all its rigged. People rigging fights in that as well. Expressions will lose his shit. Yeah, dude. But honestly, I don't think Spurs are out of it. You think you paid easy money? Think about how Anthony Joshua felt? Honestly, dude. And just like the whole sport of boxing is like kind of a joke now. Like the fact that there's more money in these gimmick fights than just like the actual high level shit. speaks for itself. But it's like, fighting's like a sport where you have to have a personality. You have to be entertaining. Like, nobody really cares just about two random guys fighting just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? We want to see some drama. We want to see a storyline behind these fights. WWE over boxing? Exactly, man. You need the storyline. That's why the UFC was so entertaining. I used to be so into the UFC, and now I don't think it's in the greatest spot right now because there's too many of those freaking Russian motherfuckers that just grapple and do all that shit. Nobody wants to see that. And then there's not really much like drama and storyline as there was, like, let's say in the Conor McGregor era. Or even before that. Like, the best fighters in the UFC don't speak English. Nobody wants to watch some guy that doesn't speak English. Game is dead, crowd is dead. Check on Isak on 2 strikers, put some pressure on them. Yeah, this red card kind of ruined this game. UFC is gone. Really bad boxing is looking great. Proper boxing, not Joshua against Jake Paul. That stuff is shit. I miss the Diaz brothers. Yeah, dude. Like, that era was prime UFC. Just prime combat sports. I want to see football managers in IF against their old managers. Or, sorry, in UFC against their old managers. Imagine Maguire versus Eric Ten Hag. Or Ronaldo versus Ten Hag. Or Manu versus Amorim. Kamaru Usman, GSP. Or even like Adesanya in his prime. Those were great fights to watch. Like, who's the biggest name in the UFC right now? Like Taporia? He just doesn't do it for me, you know what I mean? Islam. But even him, it's just like we've seen it all before with Khabib. Like, I don't need to see that again. Khabib 2.0 is taken over. That's literally what all the UFC is now. Take him to the ground, ice mesh, fight over. I'm just watching a hugging contest for 3 to 5 rounds. Liddell vs. Ortiz, legendary rivalry. Send me location. Fuck that, give me... Yeah, Zlatan versus Ronaldo would be crazy. Zlatan beats his ass, though. Zlatan, honestly, I'd take Zlatan versus anybody. Zidane versus the guy you headbutted during the World Cup. Why do I feel like Zidane would do... He'd be great in, like, WWE. I'd drop a bag on that. I believe the second half is about to start here soon. Sophie, what's going on? Good evening. Was that a red in your opinion? Honestly, when I first saw it, I was saying yellow, but the more I've thought about it, maybe the red was the right decision. Ooh, here. The guy came in. He said he wanted Isak, and he's getting his wish. He's coming in right at halftime. What a waste of money. What a waste of money. What a waste of money. Fix your clock. I got it. I got it. We're actually getting it right here. What are some top footy chants? I don't know. What are you guys' favorite all-time footy chants? Luis Diaz had a great one at Liverpool. Not gonna lie. What was that one that about Lukaku when he was at United? I forgot exactly what it was, but it was something about him having a massive cock. That new United one was fun. The one, the one more time one for Xerxes. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, second half, still 0-0. Isak on the pitch now. Bet we have, by the way, is under 2.5 goals, which is looking pretty good. And if we win the free bet, then I'm taking all of that, the winnings from it, and just putting it on Arsenal Everton under 2.5 as well. And then I might try to do like a gross NBA parlay. That's actually a great bet. This under 2.5 for this game or the Arsenal Everton one. John, what do you take? Are you taking something on that Arsenal Everton game? Oh, if the Nevilles can play for England, so can I. Dude, I feel like the Nevilles, especially Gary Neville, gets like so disrespected. And I feel like he kind of like brings it upon himself. Like he always like plays how good he was. He plays himself down a lot. Like he's very humble, I think. And like he wasn't like super outstanding, but like just it's just the consistency you have to respect. And especially for how long he did it as well. 2-0 Arsenal next game. Under 2.5 goals is a good one. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. That's literally the exact scoreline I have. I was going to do the Crystal Palace game, both teams to score. Oh, Kirk's cut back. Cleared away by Archie Gray. Dude, I completely forgot Palace was playing after this as well. Wait, what did you say? Both teams to score and Palace leads? Counter debate. Is Leeds scoring against you guys? Bro, Leeds are so ass, man. I wouldn't be confident betting on Leeds to do anything. Troy, the bet to play is Arsenal win plus a clean sheet. I'll give you the price in a sec. All right. I haven't locked anything in yet, so I'd be open. I'd be open to changing it. Troy, how good is Verts? I actually think he's a good player. Like it's just like it's literally social media nowadays, and especially with TikTok, like they just because somebody doesn't score or gets an assist, they just like everybody just says they're shit. I'm like, bro, do you even actually watch the guy play? I mean, he hasn't obviously lived up to the price tag he's done, but he's not a bad player. Is it at Selthurst? I don't know. Oh, let me see. No, it's at Elland Road. Calvert-Lewin to score? Bro. Calvert-Lewin and score in the same sentence? I know he scored recently, or semi-recently. But still, man, he is ass. I remember when United was linked to him in the summer, I was like, bro, if we're getting Calvert-Lewin, like, you might as well just keep Hoyland. Counter debate saying Palace will win 3-0. Verts gets locked up by Porro. Kudos with space to dribble forward here. Spurs fans wanted him to go forward. He just spins back. Scored in his last 4 games, right? Has he? I don't pay attention to Leeds. Has he actually? To be fair, he scored in all his last 4 games. I didn't know. I know he scored in the last game. I remember seeing that. Troy, I like Conor Gallagher. I like Conor Gallagher as well. I don't know why. Like, anytime somebody brings up the idea of getting Conor Gallagher, people say like, no, they don't want him. I think Conor Gallagher would be perfect at United. And even if he wasn't, like, at the very minimum, he'd be better than what we have now. Because I feel like you know what you're gonna get from him. Like, at the very least, he's gonna put in he's gonna work hard. You know what I mean? That's the one thing. If you're not having the best, best game with the ball at your feet, at least make up for it for working hard, covering grass. If you're playing like shit and you're not running, then that's when I can't. I don't want you anywhere near the club. That's why I don't like Rashford. Like, I don't like play like, oh. It actually hurts me to say this because there was a time where I just loved Marcus Rashford so much, but like, bro, what makes you think that you can just walk around like you're Messi when you are nowhere near good enough to be doing that? Like, on his day, he could be good enough to be a player that just walks around on defense. But he's not doing enough with the ball at his feet to be walking at any point of the game. Rashford's been great for Barca though. Has he? Like what are we saying is great? Great assists. I mean, I see him. I watched the odd Barcelona game. Like, I saw the Champions League game where he got the assist for Koundé, and obviously the game against Newcastle he was good. But like, I swear he doesn't even start for them, does he? Majority of the time. And just for like the level of player that I know he can be and he should be, like, and the way he's perceived by a lot of people and like the media and even just himself for that matter, you'd think he should be consistently one of the top 5 goal scorers of whatever league he's in. And also, I hear Barcelona don't even want to keep him. So I feel like if he was actually doing so well, then why wouldn't they want to keep him? Rafinha's back, and in my opinion, no player is starting over him. I always said Rashford should have stayed at Villa. Yeah, even that as well. Like I know he wasn't bad at Villa, but just like if he was actually that good, I feel like Villa would have done more to actually like get him there permanently. Rashford's playing striker. He's not a striker. Let's just say he doesn't stay at Barcelona. What do you actually think ends up happening with Rashford? I think it's more so a money problem of why he didn't stay at Villa. Yeah, I get that. But even I feel like they could have just loaned him again. But I don't even think Rashford wanted to play for Villa though. Like he wants to play for like the biggest clubs in the world. I could see him go. Honestly, I could see him at PSG. You're right, by the way, about the not defending thing. I don't want to talk shit about Rashford, man, because I liked him and he was one of my favorite players for so long, and he did have a lot of great moments for United. Like, oh wow, this is a glorious chance for Liverpool. Has to be a goal. Alexander Isak, Wirtz gets an assist, and he's injured. Oh shit, he's injured bad, I think. Liverpool 1-0. That's not what we wanted to see. What is Romero doing, man? That's fucking terrible. That's a great finish from Isak, though. Van de Ven just goes straight through his ankle, though. Slot's loving it. His job's saved. Enrique then went on to sell Mbappe and win the league and the Champions League. Yeah, it's just like, honestly, even with even Messi for that matter, I don't think any player is so good that them not running on defense is worth their output on offense. Maybe Messi. Okay, Messi is the exception, but literally the only exception. Or Ronaldo. That injury looks bad. Yeah, that's a gross one, man. I don't like seeing injuries, even if it is Liverpool players. I feel like he could be all right though. Like it's better that his foot wasn't planted. This looks bad. This looks serious. Ooh. Ooh, his foot actually was planted a bit, I think. Oh, and it kind of gets caught in between his legs as well. Ah. Yeah, that's bad. I don't think he's continuing. Came on at half, scored a goal, and then dips. I don't think he continues. Yeah, that last replay I saw looked bad. Ronaldo could have realistically played center back with his physique. Bro, he could play anywhere. He could probably play in net. Why didn't they get the card? I don't know, man. They have it there, but he's not using it. I guess that's a good sign he can put weight on it, though. Frimmy coming on for Liverpool. Who's injured? Isak. Van de Ven just went straight through him when he scored. Stop will put on Chiesa, right? I mean, who did Isak even come on for originally? I didn't even see. He put him on as an extra attacker, but now they have the lead. I mean, I guess putting on Frimpong makes sense. Just defend your lead. Yeah, if Frimpong came on for Isak. Bradley came off. He should get a red card for that. Van de Ven? I don't know. He's going to block the ball. I don't think there's the Xavi one. You could definitely make the argument for intent. That one, I don't think there's really any intent behind that. He's just going to block the ball. Should be 0-0 still, but Tottenham shit the bed again. Yeah, I really would have wanted to see how this game was going to play out if they didn't end up getting that red card, because it was actually really good end to end. Never a red, says Adam Ramsey. Yeah, never a red. Dude, I really hope that this stays under 2.5, but I actually kind of think it's going to go over now because my free bet record is terrible. Oh well, let's see if Frimpong has improved. I never really rated Frimpong that highly. Like even when United was linked with him originally, I wasn't too sure. Oh my goodness, Archie Gray trying to dribble out of his own box. Manages to do so, Bergvall. Spurs haven't had a single shot. GG's, both teams to score. Bro, are you going for the redemption in the Arsenal Everton game? Are you going to try and get that back in that game? Frimpong was amazing for Leverkusen. What do you mean? I mean, I know he was good, but it's just like I kind of thought he's just a bit of a pace merchant. I'm definitely taking that under, gang. Okay. Yeah, I need somebody else. I need people to ride it with me and make me feel better. Oh, Kolomwani, both teams to score. Oh my god, he hit the bar! Holy shit! Holy shit, man. That would have been huge for them. Play still alive here. Jed Spence taking a shot from deep, really straightforward for Allison. It's fair on the Frimpong take. He's pretty good at crossing. I could just see him being like really good at like an Inter. It's not necessarily that I thought he was a bad player. I just don't know if like he's a Prem player. And here he is now. In the Prem, he's a bit of a Kai Cenat. You know what I mean? I can see Spurs scoring an equalizer late. Arsenal win plus clean sheet at plus 130. I'm taking it. Well, I mean, let's get through. I need to get through this one first, man. Honestly, at this point, I can easily see 2 more goals go in this game. Charlie says fake Liverpool fan. Who's a fake Liverpool fan? You talking about me? You see 3 United jerseys and a Van Persie scarf, and you think I'm a Liverpool fan? I want to see Kulumwani do what he did against PSG. Hani Poom up in the TikTok. What's going on, man? Hi, Zlatan. I'll take a Zlatan comparison. I can TK! Oh my gosh. How did that go in? Couldn't have been any more top corner. This bet isn't going to hit. Crowd screaming that Ekatike's climbed Romero there. Pull your shorts up, man. I swear I just saw his ass. Did he climb Romero there? Let's see. I don't know. I think that's a good goal. I don't want it to be a goal, and even I will admit that that's a good goal. There's nothing wrong with that. Bro just got weight roomed. Actually, you know what? He does push him a bit. He jumps and he pushes him in the back. You know what? 2 hands on the back as he's in the air. That should be a foul. And the goal is going to stand. I don't know about that. Romero absolutely shit today. If he had his feet planted on the ground and then kind of just got nudged a little bit, then fine. But like if you're in the air and you're getting pushed out of the air, that should be a foul. Frimpong rinsed his defender. Dude, 2-0, man. My free bet record is going to remain shit. Crazy. Expressions right now, I guarantee losing his mind. Debatable red card, and now that. Being a defender in this VAR era is such bullshit. Like, you never get anything. Everything favors the forwards or the attackers. Van Persie did play for Arsenal, so maybe Troy's a secret Arsenal fan. Never. Never in a million years. Van Persie is more of a United legend than he is an Arsenal legend. I will stand by that. It's not looking good for Isak, bro. I can't lie. He might be finished at Liverpool. Hugo is a generational run. I mean, he scored a great goal there before he got hurt. I should have watched my Besiktas game. Harrison, what's going on, bro? He says Spurs are so shit. It's tough, though, because before that red card happened, they were actually, dare I say, they were the better team. David says we need to win tomorrow, Troy. Dude, 3 points. Even a draw is huge. If we lose that game, especially with all this shit going on in the media right now about just the youth players being upset in the club and all this shit with Manu and that, like, Ruben needs at least a draw tomorrow. Pressure is going to continue to build regardless. Even if we win, the pressure is going to continue to build for us. But the moment when we like really start to see that we're slipping out of the Champions League race, I'm gonna be scared, man. I don't want to see. I just don't want to see the entire fan base turn on the squad, turn on Ruben. Like it's. These next couple games are going to be huge. Personally, he should have gone after Grimsby. I mean, I can't even, for me, like, I'm not judging him until, like, if he wasn't to get Champions League football, I don't even expect him to get Champions League football this season. Like, if he did that, that would actually be a miracle considering the bullshit we did last season. The next season, if he doesn't get Champions League football, then maybe you start to ask questions. But, like, I don't think it really mattered. I don't think it would have mattered who the manager was, what players you put out there. Like, it's fucking Grimsby, man. You should be able to play Harry Maguire at striker and still beat Grimsby. Like with me managing the team. Like there is no blaming Ruben solely for that game is just I don't know. I can't agree with it. You think Haaland getting 40 goals this season? How many goals does he have right now? Who scored the second? Ekatike. Header freaking couldn't have got any more top right corner. Bit of a foul, but it did stand. Isak will be at Liverpool for a long time to come. Oh, I bet, man. Isn't he on like a freaking... I swear he's on like, what, a 6-year contract or something stupid like that? Top 4 is a must. I just... Like, our squad isn't good enough to be in the top 4, though. Please don't score. Oh my goodness. Fell to Verts. Think he's offside anyway. 17 goals in 16 games. 40? 40 would be crazy. But City are getting better and better as the season goes on, so maybe, who knows. Costa said, I said Liverpool will win. You did say that. This refereeing is so fucking bad. 2 hands in the back as he's in the air. How is that not a foul? Arsenal will bottle it, looking like another City year. Honestly, I prefer that than Arsenal winning the league, to be honest. I smell another Liverpool goal coming here soon. The Spurs team is just absolutely falling apart. Xavi Simon's so stupid for getting that red card. Even if he thought it was a red card or not, like it was just so unnecessary. EUSFRL with the follow. Appreciate you. D Real, what's up, man? He says that's a fault on Romero, to be honest. I mean, see, if he was like, if he had both his feet on the ground, he kind of gave him a little nudge like that, and he just like went over super easy, then fine. But like when you're in the air, any slight little push on you is gonna get you off balance, and that should be a foul, especially when he's got two hands in his back. Like if both his feet are planted in the ground, and he does that same push with that amount of force, then I think yeah, that's too light to give a free kick there. But because he's in the air, and you can literally see his head like snap back. One failed Europa final, Grimsby knockout, 10-man loss to Everton at home is Amorim's legacy. But I mean, what do you want him to do? How is his legacy going to be win competitions when he's got a squad that is not capable of doing that? The fact that he even made it to that Europa League final in the first place was impressive because that team was dog shit. 10-man loss to Everton, like that's nothing, man. Like what's worse, a 10-man loss to Everton or holding 7 to Liverpool? Ruben isn't a bad coach. I mean, honestly, I feel like majority of the people who want him out are just like kind of butthurt that he's getting rid of Mainu and Rashford. And like, to be honest, it needs to be done. Rashford, like Mainu, I would like to see him work out, but Rashford especially, like he has to go. He had to go, and he needs to permanently go. Like we need to move on from Rashford. Even if we were to sack Ruben and another manager would come in, we still can't keep Rashford. I'm tired of seeing us trying to like build teams around the guy when it's just never gonna work. He just needs time to adjust. I agree. He inherited the worst United squad of all, the worst and most toxic United squad of all time. And even if Ruben got sacked today, I would still rate him highly as a Manchester United manager because he's actually gotten rid of a lot of the bad eggs, a lot of the dead wood, a lot of the toxicity in the club. He's actually building. This is the main thing I've respected from him. He's building standards in the club again of what he expects from the players. And if you're not meeting those standards, then you're not playing as it should be. Where we had players in the past, like under Ten Hag. That's why I didn't like Ten Hag. You'd have players that didn't meet the standards and they'd still play week in, week out. Shaw needs to go? Absolutely, bro. Shaw is dog shit. If Shaw wasn't English, he would have been gone years ago. People don't realize how hard it is to coach wins with a barely functioning midfield. Yeah, dude. The United job is the hardest job of all time. Whoever is the manager that actually is going to win, if it's Ruben, if it's not Ruben, whoever it is that will win the Prem for United again, like that would be like the greatest footballing achievement in like the last 10 years. Bro, United playing one game a week with one of the most expensive front threes. He should be doing much. Yeah, but I mean, like these guys, like you got to even the Mbumo, Cunha, Sheshko, like you got to give those guys time to adjust to each other as well. Like these guys, it's not like Ultimate Team. Like you're not gonna just sign these players and they're instantly gonna gel. Like even like you look at Liverpool right now, they spent way more money than we did, and look where they are. Why did he keep Bruno then? Why Casemiro? I mean, I don't think he had a choice to keep Casemiro. You couldn't really get rid of him. He's on a disgustingly high wage and he has a contract. Like, it's, you can't really just sell him because he's on a crazy wage. He doesn't have to leave. Obviously, he's going to ride out that contract. Bruno, on the other end, you can't get rid of Bruno either. Like, how it's easier to say, okay, yeah, you sell Bruno and then bring in fucking Baleba or whatever, but who's to say that, like, even if we did bring Baleba, or you think Bruno's better at attacking mid than he is at center mid, you don't get rid of your best player and your captain. Could have gotten rid of Bruno. Amorim came out and said he wants him at the club. Now he gets it. But, like, Bruno has carried this United team for so long. And you don't know that, like, let's say we signed Baleba, because that was what we were supposed to do. There's no guarantee that he would have worked out. We could be even worse. Rooney was arguably our best player all time. Yeah, Rooney's my favorite United player all time. If Ronaldo stayed at United for his whole career, then it would be Ronaldo, but for me, it's Rooney. The 7 to Liverpool was generational pain. United fans will hold that for a long time. Dude, we are holding on to this under 2.5 for dear life right now. 10 minutes left, and then probably a decent amount of added time. Just being part of the game, Bruno should have been sold. I mean, the way I kind of looked at it at the time was, I'm not even saying that you're wrong in saying we should have sold Bruno. And even I think next summer we probably will end up selling Bruno. And especially if Saudi comes in for like another disgusting offer for a 31-year-old, like I was saying before, for a 31-year-old, I don't really care who it is. If somebody's offering you 100 million for a 31-year-old, you take it. Because regardless of how good Bruno has been or whatever, what is going on here? Please, oh my gosh, get this out. Oh, goal. Yeah, that's disgusting. Richarlison scored 2-1. But you got your both teams to score, and my bet's lost. Oh my gosh. The free bet L's just continue to... I don't even remember the last time I won a free bet. This is just prime AIDS. Can Spurs come back? Virgil van Dijk, swing and a miss. And Richarlison puts it bottom left corner. Van Dijk, shite. That guy? This is the guy Liverpool fans are saying is the best center back of all time? That guy? Come on, man. He's not even in my top 3 Prem center backs of all time. Let's look at Bruno's legacy. 2 Europa finals lost. He is no legend. But then, like, I don't think that doesn't make him a legend because the team is so bad. Like, if you put Bruno in like the prime United team, then he gets all those trophies. If you put Rooney in this current United team, then he would have the same thing. Did Richarlison take his shirt off again? Did he? I don't think he did. Would you put Bruno on Scholes level? I wouldn't. Not even close. Scholes is my favorite 3 United players all time: Rooney, Scholes, Ronaldo. But Harrison, would you say that De Gea isn't a United legend then? Even though I know he did win a Premier League, but oh my goodness! Imagine Richarlison just equalized it there. 5 minutes left. If Spurs can do it, Chelsea and bring this to 2-2, this would be crazy. Name one team Bruno doesn't start for right now. Peels for a handball inside the penalty area. We could be getting some hella drama right here. VAR's going to look at it. Referee saying corner for right now. Imagine they give away a penalty. Who even was it? I don't think it's off his own head down onto his arm. Curtis Jones is trying his hardest to sell this game right now. Bruno doesn't start for a lot of teams. I mean, I don't know. Because even like you take Madrid, for example, you see fucking Ceballos fucking starting. You tell me that Bruno couldn't start? De Gea is certainly a legend. There would have been some much darker times without him post Fergie. He was the best goalkeeper in the world for a period. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I think he's in my top. I'd probably say I might even put him in my top 5. Top seven definitely, but maybe even the top 5 favorite United players all time. Where did it go? I just lost the stream. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. I got it back. Frimpong's bleeding out of his mouth right now. I didn't even see what happened. Ooh, Charleston. Gave him a little bow. But who do you think Bruno wouldn't start for, though? PSG? I mean, I still think he could. Because, like, if we're going to use Portugal as an example, like, João Neves gets, taken out to play right back sometimes to prioritize playing Bruno in midfield. So, that being said, like, me personally, I would still probably prefer João Neves, but I still think he could start for PSG. Chiesa getting some minutes here. How much out of time do you think we're going to see here? Probably quite a bit. There's been quite a lot of stoppages. Vitinha and Bruno combo would be crazy, bro. I can't wait to see that in the World Cup. I mean, I've been seeing it, but to actually see it in the World Cup, man, oof. Vitinha, it's probably going to be Vitinha, Ruben Neves, and Bruno midfield three. And Ruben, honestly, United, from what I've heard, United has been pretty heavily linked with Ruben Neves recently, and I would take him at United in a heartbeat. 9 minutes at a time. That's so much. Barca, Madrid, PSG, City, Bayern. Yeah, I think you could make an argument for a couple of those. Maybe not every team in the world, but United have been linked with Ruben Neves for like 3+ years, I swear. It's also a thing of can he play in their system? Yeah, that's why I agree. I agree with you for like a Barcelona, for example, where they're like a team that's always wants to be in possession. He's somebody who kind of just likes to take risks and give away possession. So I guess that doesn't really fit there. But also, I think I can see I think he can adapt his game. Like when watching him play for Portugal and watching him play for United are two different things, completely different things. He doesn't. He is nowhere near as forceful with. What's going here? Second yellow for Romero. Spurs are getting another red card. Goes from bad to worse. Dissent to the referee. He's gotten a second yellow. Spurs down to 9. Oh, he just kicked out on Konate. I thought it was for something he said to the ref. Is Romero an idiot? Why do that? Why? Both of these red cards, that's what I've been asking. Why? Just so unnecessary. Who does Spurs play against next? The reason I don't think he starts for PSG because I think the midfield would get overrun physically. But I mean, even without Bruno, they don't even really have that much of a physical midfield anyway. Romero lost Spurs this game single-handedly. Problem is Bruno is surrounded by shit players, so it makes him look worse than he is. Yeah, but I feel like it's also part of the reason him being surrounded by shit players also could be part of the reason of why he looks better than he is. I think you can make that argument as well. Like that's why I think he's not as forceful for Portugal than he is for United because he trusts the players around him for Portugal. Where for United, he's just like, okay, nobody's gonna do anything apart from me. So anytime I see something, I'm just gonna go for it. And going back to the summer of like talking about like should have selling Bruno then, my original thought process, which honestly now I don't even really think maybe certain players, but for the most part, like people talk about having Champions League football is going to attract certain players. I don't even necessarily think United need Champions League football to attract the players they want. But at the time, I was kind of thinking, I think you keep Bruno, get Champions League qualification for the following season, and then you can actually attract a better player than someone that we could have bought in this summer that just recently happened. You know what I mean? He's pretty good at everything, but not great at anything. It's such a weird one because like I would call him a great passer, but like he's too inconsistent to really say that. You know what I mean? He's honestly like such a one of a kind player. Who? Bruno Fernandes. On his day, though, his passes are class. I think like his passing ability is very good. It's just the decision of when he's going to pass the ball is where what lets him down a lot of the time. Like the execution is world class, I would say. Bandit, what's going on, bro? I would take Ruben Neves in a heartbeat. I think that would be a great signing. Give me. I mean, I prefer Adam Wharton, but I would also take a Ruben Neves. We need one of them two and a Conor Gallagher, and one of them two, a Conor Gallagher and a left wing back. I think we could push for Champions League. Ruben Neves 28, I think. Yeah, I looked up the other day. He's 28. Are Liverpool going to give away a win in the last minute versus 9? That would be criminal. I agree. We absolutely need a 6. We need 2, though. Who the hell is this? Some kid coming on for Liverpool here. I don't even know who this is. His first Premier League star. They said he played 8 cup games for them. Vortex, what's going on, man? Liverpool played horrible, by the way. I really wanted to see if this game didn't get the red, like if Xavi didn't get that red in the first half. I really wanted to see how that game would have played out because I think Spurs were the better side up until that red card. Tim's, what's going on, man? Neves is no better than Ugarte, and Gallagher is fine. Only, bro, that is crazy. Gallagher is fine. Only right thing you said. Bless you. You're still learning about football. Much love from Manchester. Ruben in, Bruno in. Like, you're like half right. Gallagher, good player. You're right. Ruben in. You're right. Bruno in. You're right. Neves in, or Neves is not better than Ugarte. You couldn't be more wrong if you tried. Saying I'm still learning about football, absolutely crazy because I could forget half the things I know and still know 10 times more than you do. But yeah, just keep watching and you'll learn eventually. You're halfway there. I'll give you that. Full time whistle. Liverpool get it done. Tottenham, absolutely shocking. Absolute. And another yellow's coming out, man. They just don't know when to shut up. We need a Matic type midfielder, bro. I wanted Paina. I wouldn't take him now because I think he's like 30, 31, but when he was still playing for Sporting, like that's when we should have signed him. Like when Fulham got him. Ugarte would be a great signing for Simeone. Yeah, dude, just do a straight swap there, honestly. Yeah, I didn't want to see that result. This is where we're going to see the end of that guy doing the Taylor Swift dances to the TikTok trend because I do not see us beating Villa. You need a Conte type of player, some energy, less creativity. I think we need both. Like we need a creative midfielder and somebody who's going to bring energy to the team because like apart from Bruno, who's creating chances? Cunha creates a lot. Ahmad can get into good positions, but his end product isn't there. That yellow at the end is frying me for Richarlison. Bro, all the cards Spurs got were just so unnecessary. In the system, I feel like the front three with the wing backs are supposed to be creating things. The wing back, dude, that's the biggest thing. Like once we actually get proper wing backs, that's when we're really gonna start to be flying. I guarantee. Like we don't have a wing back that can cross a ball. Should have taken the over cards, bro. I'm actually kind of gutted that like 0-0 at halftime and I don't hit my under 2.5 bet. I'm fucking locking in the Everton Arsenal game under 2.5. I don't give a shit. And you know what? If I jinx it, then at least we'll see a high scoring game. I'm doing it right now. And I will be live for that Arsenal game. Midfielder is supposed to be press resistant and energetic. Bruno should have been sold. He is neither. Bro, are you kidding me? You know how much grass Bruno covers? Who runs more in the team than Bruno? Please tell me. You said energetic. And he is press resistant as well. Like who is more press resistant than Bruno in the team as well? MVP on United? Who has been the best player for United this season? Who would you say? You also don't have a striker to meet across? What do you mean, bro? We got Sheshko. If he can't meet across, then who the hell is? Mount quite creative when he's not injured. Yeah, I love Mount. In terms of if Mount's fit, he's got to start for me. Blake, what's going on, man? Tottenham robbed. I mean, they kind of did it to themselves, to be honest. Like, whether you thought that Xavi red card should have been a red or not, just like the whole, like, why did he even do that in the first place? So unnecessary. Like, yeah. I don't think they were robbed. I'm pretty sure they just did that to themselves. And then they've made it even worse. Now Romero's going to be suspended for the next game. Like, for what? Why would he kick out at Konate there? That's not South American shit right there, bro. That's an Araujo type of red. That's what I'm telling you. That's South American type of shit. Only South Americans do that type of shit. Did Richarlison choke someone after he scored? Did he? I didn't see that. So South American, dude. They have bad tempers. Like it's just a thing. Have you ever watched the Copa America game? Like, and you know, like it kind of just comes from like the passion of the game. So I like it. I kind of respect it, but just like it's also kind of stupid at the same time. He did choke somebody? Well, I didn't even see that. SB, what's going on, man? We won 2-1. We were absolutely embarrassing. Liverpool were embarrassing. I mean, like it wasn't the greatest performance ever, but I don't think it's that bad. Like when you win, like a win's a win. You take a win any way you can get it. Bale the GOAT, Gareth Bale? I can agree with that, bro. I mean, maybe not the GOAT, but he is was an unbelievable player. One of my favorite players. All time. Bale and Quaresma? Yeah, dude. They don't make wingers like that anymore, do they? All I care about that Wirtz got an assist and Isak scored. Do you think that injury on him actually looked really bad? But that was a good finish though. Bale best overhead kick ever? Honestly, I would say so. Like I think that one's way better than the one Ronaldo did against Juventus. Spurs played better when they were down 2-0 down when they were down 2-0 and down a man. I think they did that. They did have moments, but I if they didn't get that red card, I honestly could have seen them get a result from that game because I thought they were the better team up until that red card. Watch United lose and then Amorim should get the stick, but like why though? How much time here? This is my question for anybody that wants Ruben out. How much time should a manager have to prove himself, in your opinion? Because like let's say if we sack Ruben, bring someone else in. How much time then does that manager have to prove himself? And then that being said, what is proving yourself? Like what do you have to do, or what does Ruben have to do, or even a new manager have to do to prove himself. Minimum a year? That's just crazy to me. All those lost points to games that should have been wins, but you can say that about every team in the league. They've had bad results. Except for like Arsenal, really. What's the point of winning at Anfield and losing at home to a 10-man relegation side, Everton? A relegation side, Everton side? Everton aren't a relegation side. What are you talking about? Everton have been good this season. And like, you got to give the guy time to build something. This is what I was comparing it to. It's like going to the gym. It's like going to the gym for a week and then being mad that you don't have a six-pack. You know what I mean? That's just not how it works. And then just giving up. You know what I mean? And honestly, with that Everton game, I feel like we would have been better off if the red card never happened. How did Conte manage to win the league in his first season? He had good players. It's the same thing with Slot. How did Slot win the league at his first season? Now look at him now. Way to blow Virgil's clean sheet, Liverpool. Bro, he literally cost it himself. He went to go clear the ball and missed it completely. That was his fault. One game a week for Conte as well. Okay, but look at that Chelsea team and then compare it to the United team. Is it correct to say that you would go into fourth with a win against Villa? I haven't checked the table. You might be correct in saying that. But Palace still have to play. Depends what happens in the Palace game. They're playing Leeds, so they'll probably win, but who knows? If he loses it, sackable. When is enough enough? I will truly judge. If you have the opinion that you want Ruben sacked, that's fine. Everyone has a valid opinion. But for me, once he got a full 11 of his own players, then that's where I'll really judge him. Jensen, what's going on, man? Ref was shit. I mean, I kind of just think Spurs were a bit stupid, though, bro. Like, why did Xavi do that to Van Dijk? Like, that was so unnecessary. Ramos to United would be epic. Dude, we could have used him in that last game. Fifth. Okay, well, let's see. They would be level on points with Chelsea in fifth, yeah. Unless they win by some crazy goal difference, but they would need Palace to lose or draw, and then obviously have to win, and then they'd be in fifth. Palace have won the most away games this season. Yeah, I don't really see Palace losing to Leeds, but you never know with the Prem. And Leeds actually can be tough to play against because like they don't have that much like quality in them, but they work hard. They got fight. Yeah, dude, they got fight. Yeah, they beat Chelsea. You know, they made City sweat. They can be tough to play against. Remember when we got Zlatan when he was in his late 30s too? It's so crazy. I mean, I'm just dying out. And I think Sheshko will be that eventually. But just dying out for a guy that just like you just know that he's gonna score before the game's even started. We've only really felt that with Ronaldo for that 1 year, with Ibra for that 1 year, and then other than that, you got to go all the way back to Van Persie. Like we really need our next Rooney. I watched Zlatan. He was not good. He had the Ronaldo problem. Bruh. He was outstanding for that one season. I can't agree with that. Dude, we should have signed Harry Kane years ago. We should have signed Harry Kane in like 2017. I don't know if I'd take him. I mean, I would take him now, but just for like longevity, I'm happy with what we have now. Van Persie was very special. Dude, if he didn't deal with injuries, man, he's already a legend of the game, but if he didn't have to deal with injuries, he'd be even higher. There's a reason why United have been so far from winning a league. He was too slow, and United got pushed into our own half. But just because you're slow doesn't mean you're not good. And like, there's no like anybody who's in the top 3 goal scorers of the season isn't a problem. It is a problem. I don't think it is, man. Even look at guys like is Igor Thiago fast? He's bagging goals. Zlatan as United coach. Do you rate Berbatov higher than RVP? For United, yeah. All time, probably RVP. Every Prem reject lights up the Serie A. That is true, honestly. Can I change the title of this TikTok stream to Arsenal versus Everton without actually ending it? Hoping for an Everton win, is that crazy? I don't think it's crazy. I think it's going to be a very tight game. Okay, I am going to end this stream and then start. I'm going to end the stream. Gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to start the Arsenal Everton one. But shout out everybody's up in the stream. Hopefully you'll continue to be in the next one. But if not, hit that follow button. Hit the subscribe button on my YouTube. We're so close at 12K. Hit the like button on this stream if you haven't already. And yeah, if I don't see you in the next stream, hope you have a really brilliant rest of your day. Come on, Everton.